Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
Hey, thanks for joining us on today's video. Listen, in the world of sleeper cars, right? Like, well, Tone, what's a sleeper car? Here's a sleeper car. A sleeper car is a beautiful 2-year restoration. So all taken apart, beautifully reassembled. Keep in mind, you got to be part of this, right? Because you're either working and writing checks every day for this, and you're ordering parts and helping out, or you pay a lot of money and have it all done and you just pick it up in a few years. So this is like a part-time job on top of your full-time job to restore a car to this level, because the paint and body is spectacular. But what I mean by sleeper is this thing looks so stock, but it's over 400 horsepower and it is so fast. It goes down the road and people are so surprised because they say, wow, that's a really nice looking car. Wow. All right, so let's start with some paint quality. Come on up here for a second, because this right here, make those people show you the cars that you're looking at online, make them show you something like this. Look how clear every letter is in there, right? White's hard to see because it's white on white, but the red is fabulous. And more importantly, it's clear coated over. And the reason that's important is because you don't want these stripes to tear over time. So they paint the car, wet sand it, then put the white stripes down, wet sand it one more time, and then clear coat the whole thing. And that's how you end up with this beautiful paint job that lasts a really long time. The one thing we need to do is look underneath this car, because although the top is beautiful, and a new grille and new bumpers and new headlights and new wiring and new screws and new bumper brackets and bulbs and all that good stuff, and the time that it takes to do that, there's a beautiful underneath this car, and that's what gives you that beautiful drive. But come around here because I want to show you a couple other things as well. Redline tires on this car look awesome. These are period correct Redlines. All right, there's disc brakes inside of here. That's an important thing you should be asking if you're looking at cars, because you know these cars didn't come with disc brakes standard. Not having disc brakes on a car with this much power is a big mistake. This has an Auburn Posi in it, so it has positive traction rear differential, and it's a solid heavy duty unit. It's probably one of the best units out there, and you want that. But what I also wanted you to see was the fit and finish of this car. Like, look at the way the gaps, everything's here. The door's not hanging out a quarter inch or a half inch out there. The quarter panel's nice and straight. You can see how beautiful the paint is. All right. And then come on back here and let's look a little bit farther. All right. All new taillight bezels, bumper, SS callouts, right? Front and rear spoilers, new chrome, right? All right, check this out. New gas tank, new exhaust. The rear differential is detailed. The undercarriage is all done. The front suspension, you can see all the money. All right, so let's take a peek under here. And you can see what I was talking about when I said, whoa. And here's why I say whoa. Edelbrock aluminum heads, nice big motor in here, power steering, power disc brakes, all those things that you want. Another real important feature is look at the size of this radiator. This is the original radiator hole here. It's 30% bigger, and it's a module, so it has the 2 fans behind here that's all sealed in. It's a Be Cool unit. And it's designed so that you can drive in traffic, you can go to the beach, you can take another couple out, you can sit and it can idle for hours. It doesn't care because it's cooled properly. The engine makes enough power that it's not stressed out all the time. It just has some great things going on with it. That's why I love this car so much. So, and I love the colors of it as well. All right, so come on up in here for a second. So detailed stuff like a spare tire, color match to the car, right? And a cover. You say, well, what's the big deal, Tone, about the spare tire and spare tire cover? Hold on. Spare tire cover, and jack. That's what the big deal is. These cars never come with this stuff, man. I bought this car and it had it in it already, so I knew that somebody had done the detail stuff that most people don't do anymore. Jacking instructions right here. Here's the pack to put the boot in the car, all right? New weather stripping. It's just, this is the way you do it, man. You do it, you spend the money, you do it right. And the way you do it is you buy a car that somebody spent a lot of time doing, then they can no longer take care of it, and so they look for the next enthusiast, and that's our job, is to find you to bridge these guys together, and you get an awesome car, and it's a no-lose situation. Okay, so come on in here for a second. So I always try to make some suggestions. I like to pick some new stuff and things like that. This car just came in, we're just finishing it up, all right? Some people love the old school Camaro wheel. It's built to the car. You can keep that. They also make a billet one that is similar in style, but adds a little bit of extra to the car, or we can do the stainless one, which looks really nice with a black or red trim on it. So there's a couple choices that you can do to kind of personalize the car your way. New seat covers, new seat cover foams, carpets, floor mats, dashes painted, dash pad, mirror, I'm going on and on, console, all this stuff to make this car like a new car, and that's what you're getting. It's just a place for your storage in here. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just one of those cars like where the footwell lighting is working. All right, so that you say, well, what's the big deal about footwell lighting working? Well, the footwell lighting probably didn't work 2 years after it was new, and now 50 years later, it's working like a champ. So that's pretty cool. All right, how about I fire it up for you so you can hear what it sounds like, because that's actually the best part of this car is its sound. The motor is spectacular and the exhaust is equal. All right, so let's close up this video. First off, spectacular paint. We already agreed. That car looks great. Love the red lines with it. Cool thing about a car like this is if you wanted us to change the red lines out and put like maybe some torque thrusts on or some cool billet wheels on, we can do that as well. I'm happy to buy those back from you. I love these wheels. I move them to car, depending on the car that needs them. And sometimes people like to personalize the car themselves. White power convertible top, all new interior. The motor revs like wah-wah, wah-wah. I mean, just fabulous, all right? So anyway, running it down, you couldn't build this car for twice the price and drive it this weekend. So I think if you're really looking for a cool convertible that sounds great and is sleeper fast, call us, 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about the '67 Camaro Super Sport Convertible.